straight out of art school.
That was a good one.
Could talk about like the haptic experience of speaking in front of a microphone.
We could talk about that.
I'm gonna have to Google it first. I like hegemony.
That's a good one.
Good word.
Yeah.
I use that though.
Yeah, that's my like fancy word.
My
The only one.
like favorite sci-fi series of all time. It's like the overlord government is called the hegemon. So
Nice.
I love that word.
My friends, we're developing Cards Against Hegemony.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I still need to see that. Yeah.
I think it exists in a Google Doc somewhere.
Right.
I love it.
Yeah. And it was like right during Kavanaugh time. So like half of them are like, Tobin, squeeze. Drinking 100 beers. Like,
I like Beer Senator.
yeah.
That's so good. But how many, like, that's been thrown in on some tracks, right? Because I think that would be a really awesome dubstep, like Kavanaugh. I like beer, Senator. Do you like beer? Yeah. Someone needs to do it.
Yeah, that was a wild moment. I just remember, like today while I was doing my oral argument, I thought to myself, I definitely had this moment where I was like, be deferential. Don't be like Kavanaugh.
So we're back. Christina, we want to play a game of cold call with you where you get to, we test you with judicial trivia questions. And if you get them wrong, you get to pull out of our cup of shame.
Great. Before we start, I'd like to preface this by saying that I went to a baby shower this weekend and I won the game of matching the days of pregnancy with the animals. So if I'm not good at this, I'm good at something. Mm-hmm. Not that anybody cares. I don't know.
I know what you are talking about.
I don't.
Yeah.
I do. I went to a baby shower. It was a new experience for me.
Yeah.
So Christina, who was the first female justice on the U.S. Supreme Court, and which U.S. president appointed her?
Okay. It was Sandra Day O'Connor.
Very good.
And I don't know. I've never thought of
Can
this
I do
before.
a hint?
Sure.
Is it Ronald Reagan?
Very good.
Cool. I like kind of, I don't know, era. You could see Reagan like appointing Sandra Day O'Connor.
You could see Reagan
reading.
like approving abortion laws in California. He
Which he did.
he switched sides a lot, you know. He was verse, as the young woke people say.
Okay.
That means something very specific.
It means that you can, yeah.
Google it.
You can just go on Urban Dictionary.
I'm going to have to do that. So Christina,
Don't Google image search it.
which landmark Supreme Court case established that criminal defendants have a right to an attorney even if they cannot afford one?
If I don't get this right, I think I'm going to be fired. So that's Gideon v. Wainwright.
Very good.
I keep jokingly telling my partner that we are going to have to name our first child Gideon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that's so Gideon. And then I can't remember what the second one is, but it's funny. Probably.
Both of your children will be jokes.
Well, it's like public defender, like humor, right?
Yeah.
Adorable.
Miranda, that's it. Yep.
Gideon and Miranda. Oh, that's actually cute. We should do it.
Did you hear that, Jacqueline?
This is so cute.
Thank you.
So Christina,
Okay.
ready?
Okay.
Which constitutional amendment prohibits the revocation of voting rights due to the non-payment of a poll tax or any other tax?
That would be. I have no idea. Wait, hold on. I'm like trying to think about the different ones that I know. Okay, I know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, ready? I'm gonna say the 12th Amendment.
It's actually the 24th Amendment.
Damn, that was late in the game.
Right?
Maybe I did know that. No, I didn't know that.
Shame.
You ready?
Okay.
That was
Shame.
I feel like he threw that one at me just on purpose too.
What were you going to say, Hannah?
Nothing.
Did you know that?
No, I definitely didn't.
Can I? This is what was your most embarrassing moment in public, and like I don't know, I do a lot of embarrassing things.
Is there one in particular that's the most?
I also don't like feel a ton of shame, so I can't. It's like not a good. I'm gonna choose a different one because I can't think of like. I've never like shit myself or anything like that.
Oh, we have enough. There are no
Yeah,
more.
there are
no
yeah.
more of those stories allowed on the
Yeah.
podcast. After,
Oh, really?
yeah,
Oh,
after
damn.
Anthony's episode, where that was all we talked about.
Okay. Tell us about your last relationship prior to the one you're in now. Well, I just looked her up on the last episode on LinkedIn. She's doing well. Yeah, so I don't know. I was in a relationship for 4 years, pretty much my entire undergrad career. That's like a very lesbian thing. I
Lug.
think.
It's called lug.
What?
Lesbian until graduation is like the phenomena that you're talking about. It's
No,
like
no,
being
How
this
do you know all these?
because if you date a girl like through your whole undergrad, like the anxiety when you break up when you just like are normal people, going your own way is like.
But is that like that's like a thing where like after you break up, then you like are straight after that? Which like it's not.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's not. I was talking about U-hauling it, where you're like in a relationship forever and ever and ever.
Wait,
'Cause
you hauling it?
Yeah.
What's that?
you like get a U-Haul and you move in on the second date because like I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
don't know.
something that lesbians do?
Google it. No. Yeah, U-hauling it is definitely like a.
It's like
A
a
joke.
stereotype. Yeah.
Stereotype.
Yes,
Mm.
Yeah.
majorly a stereotype.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I continued to be a lesbian, throughout the rest of my life.
Yeah, I didn't really proof it in my head. I just was like, "Oh, this is
Yeah.
this is a thing I've heard 18-year-olds say."
Yeah, no, but yeah, we got together when I was 18. She was 3 years older than me. It was beautiful. While it lasted, we lived together for a little while, and then it ended, and then I moved to Spain to get away from it for 9 months. So we're cool now. She messaged me the other day and was like, "I just watched season 2 of Making a Murderer. You have to be an amazing public defender and like get everyone out of prison." And I was like, "Bitch, try me. I am. I don't need you to tell me that." No, I didn't say that, but I was like, actually, I did just get a job at the public defender's office. So she got her master's in public health. And I think she's doing well. No, I'm from Delaware, so she went somewhere in Pennsylvania. But yeah, wish her the best. I don't think, Nikki, if you're listening to this.
She is. She definitely is. Yeah.
Nick. Okay, cool. I'll tell her. I'll be like, I talked about you on a podcast.
Listen to
I don't
it,
know.
get
This
her
it's like
knee bumps.
I think that this is a very queer phenomenon where like first and foremost the queer community is small, and also I think like queer relationships are intimate in a different way. So like a lot of queer people are chill or even like good friends with their exes in a way that I don't think it's like impossible for a straight relationship to have that. But I don't know. My best friend is like very close friends with all of her exes, and it's like a very common phenomenon. My best friend's getting married, and her
And everyone's
fiance,
friends with everyone.
yeah,
Like,
her fiance has an ex in her wedding party. Like everyone's chill, so it's not like the whole like. And then I look at her picture and cry at night. It's like we're chill.
Okay, here's a really messed up thing with one of my ex-girlfriends.
Yes.
I brought her on the podcast.
Nice.
Oh yeah, and you like didn't tell us, and it was
No,
our first
I didn't.
podcast.
I didn't tell you
You were
the whole
gone.
podcast.
I was gone.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
our first when we had that
Lacey,
shitty little
Lacey
recording.
Schumacher. She was an
I
ex-girlfriend.
really didn't know
This
this
is
was
Yeah.
this was when we were both undergraduates. We were sophomores in college, so it was a long time ago. And she just ironically became an attorney.
Wow. Ironically, just to fuck with you.
Just a podcast with me.
Damn.
But I will tell you that my current partner has dated law students before. She has a type. She moved to Philly from Erie with her like girlfriend to go to law school. Like so her girlfriend could go to law school.
Are you afraid that if you're no longer a law student, she's going to break up with you? Is that your fear?
I've never thought of that before.
Well, maybe she's into lawyers too. If she's in,
I think she is.
Yeah.
I think she is into. Hopefully, Jack, if you're listening, please love me when I graduate. No, I think she'll love me more because I come home late as shit. Yeah. She's like, you think you're having an affair? And I always am like, yeah, I am having an affair with Lady Justice. And this morning she was like, maybe I should get a side piece because I have a lot of time on my hands.
What is that like?
Having
time.
On your hands?
Or
She
having
seemed
a side
happy.
piece.
Yeah.
What is it?
I don't know about the side piece because
Either
I
way.
can't lie, so I would never be able to have a side piece. I'd like immediately just look at them in the eye and be like, oh, I'm sorry, I kissed someone else for like 1 second. But I like come home, she's like in her jammies, she's like, cause she works from home 3 days a week. I'm like, how many movies did you watch today? She's like, oh, I watched this movie. Like she'll be working, but I don't know. She seems really relaxed. She like sleeps a lot, I think, like longer than I do. And
What's that like?
Really
Damn,
nice.
I've been getting a solid 4 hours for the past 3 weeks.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about right.
If I get less than like 7.5, I am messed up.
Really?
Yeah, I just like
You'd
know
be
when it's time to go to
surprised.
bed, and I do so.
that was my 1L mentality and then 2L year. I
Oh,
like
no.
haven't been able to keep that sleep schedule.
Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us.
Sleep back here in the corner.
Yeah, our next podcast is about sleep. So
How many hours of sleep does your daughter sleep? Is
yeah,
she like chill?
she doesn't like to sleep, but yeah, she eventually goes to bed at like 8 or 8:30.
Is she like super wily about it?
She has so much energy. I don't know how she does it. Me and my wife are like the laziest people ever, and she is just all over the place nonstop. So she wants me to chase her around the house constantly, constantly, and I do for like 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'm like, I'm out of breath. Yeah. Yeah, I should get a laser pointer.
Or a dog?
Yeah. So, thanks so much, you guys, for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Love and solidarity.
Yay.
Thank you for listening to the Cold Call Lawcast. Follow us on social media at Cold Call Lawcast. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Ask us any question you'd like, and we'll answer it on our next episode. We'll see you next time.
Are you looking up your ex?
Sure as heck.
Or just like anyone like that you just don't want to see, you know, not necessarily an ex. Like some exes of mine, if I looked at their profile, I'd be like, whatever, that's cool, we're cool. But then, you know, there's probably like also random like old people from your past where if you like saw that they looked at your LinkedIn, you'd be like, what the hell?
I assume they are anyway.
Yeah.
Like
Everyone's looking at my LinkedIn.
Everybody
everyone's
loves
Googling
me.
me.
Yeah, anybody has already seen my LinkedIn.
What's like a good number of connections to have on LinkedIn? Like what makes you an OG?
Couple hundred.
3+.
300?
3. No, 3. Like 1, 2, 3.
So you're
people.
As long as they're
plugged.
really close friends. Right? It's like
Your
life.
mom.
Yeah, it's like the Facebook. Yeah.
Okay, but 300 makes you look like not a lame.
Oh, I hope not. I
I'd
don't
say.
have that many.
You don't think you have that many?
No, I just
Are you talking
joined.
about like general connections or like people you're, I don't know, what do they call them? Like connections on LinkedIn. They're not your friend. They're not your friends.
Sausage links, hot dog
I think they're
links.
connections. Yeah, how
Connections.
But they also give you degrees. There's like first degree,
Yeah,
second degree,
degree.
third degree burn. Ooh.
Ooh, my ex only has 71 connections.
Oh my god.
Wait,
Probably
wait.
pretty
So you
lame.
can go down degrees.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
It's like
Well,
seven-
they're